Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Comic Book Haul week number 207. That's right, guys. And this week we had some pretty highly anticipated books in the bag. And but let's see what else I got. So here we go. Here is the bag this week. Pretty thick. You're probably like, holy crap, what's in this bag this week, Mike? Well, I'll show you. All right, so here we go. Bag comes off. Bag goes behind me. And it's back there, and it's kind of bugging me right now. It's like hitting my back. All right, now there we go. All right, so the first thing this week that we wound up getting was an Avengers Standoff card. And it says, don't miss your participating retail stores Standoff launch party. That's right, guys. Wednesday, March 2nd. Be there or be square. And it says, I guess it's got this variant and has build your own classic Captain America on the back. So, yeah. So if you can participate in your local comic shop, we'll check it out. All right. So next now we'll go on to this week's comics that I got. And, my Frontline fans have been telling me, Mike, you got to try this out. It ain't your traditional Archie book, and Mark Waid writes it, and this is Archie issue number 6. And I decided to give it a try because I didn't get that many comics, not like I usually get. And so I decided to give this one a try. And this is Archie issue number 6. So hopefully I'll enjoy it. It looks like it's a lot of fun. All right, so next we go out and we have the continuation of the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 8, where he's dealing with Mr. Negative and Cloak and Dagger. And we also got to see a hint of Regent in the last issue. What little tease will we get in this issue? Because every single issue of Amazing Spider-Man, we get a tease of what's to come in the series, but we don't actually get any of those stories yet. So I wanted to get to that point so we get some really exciting books. Not a huge fan of Mr. Negative, but I get it. There's not going to be every single story arc you're not going to like in your comic book. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 8. All right, next we wound up getting Standoff. This Avengers series, the Prelude. And it's kind of like Empire Strikes Back or Return of Jedi writing there. It's kind of weird though, but it says Avengers number 1 Standoff. Welcome to Pleasant Hill. And so I'm anxiously awaiting to see what this book has to offer for its readers. It is a hefty price. It's $4.99. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. And this is, again, the next major thing that Marvel is putting towards its readers here. All right, next we have Carnage issue number 5. We got to see a whole bunch of Carnage symbiotes taking over some like cult people, and now there's Carnages running around everywhere. They're under this mine shaft. Like Eddie Brock became Toxin finally in the last issue, so I'm anxiously to see how this story arc concludes and then where it goes from here. So this is Carnage issue number 5. All right, next goes to one of my favorite X-Men books right now, Extraordinary X-Men, issue number 7. This issue promises to focus on what's going on in Nightcrawler's head, because he was captured by Mr. Sinister in the last issue, or a couple issues ago. The X-Men rescued him. Colossus tried talking to him. There's no getting through to him, so we got to try to find out what's going on with him. So I would not expect Jean Grey to try to go through his mind and find out what's happening here. So, Extraordinary X-Men issue number 7. Cool cover. He's like crying and all scared and everything. All right, next is a very nice cover, and really love the first issue of this, and this is Poison Ivy's Cycle of Life and Death, issue number 2. We got to see her co-worker in the last issue. Kind of looks like she's lying dead on the ground, or she injected something inside of her, made her face all green, whatever the case is. But I love the artwork in this series. Poison Ivy is just drawn so classy, and it just left with that big cliffhanger. So anxiously awaiting to see what happens here. This is Poison Ivy, issue number 2. Next, we get a new number 1 from All New, All Different Marvel, and it's the first time we've seen these two guys together in a while, and this is Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 1. Not too sure how I feel about the artwork. Taking a quick little preview of this book. You know, I guess it's trying to get you to remember them like in the old days, like in the 70s or in the 80s or whatnot. Not a huge fan of the artwork, but if it has a good story, I'll overlook it. So we'll see where this book goes. So this is Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 1. Next, we have The Fall of Sinestro, issue number 20. As this is finally the ending, which I hope, of this impaling characters that have been fighting Sinestro for like 6 issues now. He has the whole DC universe pretty much a Yellow Lantern at this point. When it comes to that, I felt like it's been overdone, and it kind of loses that wow factor in the series when you just make everyone a Yellow Lantern. But what I read before this story arc, Sinestro, was really good. So hopefully this story does pick up once again, and this is Sinestro, issue number 20. Next, we have Spider-Woman, issue number 4. Spider-Woman looks like she's about to give birth. And in fact, in the last issue, she went into labor. She was just doing too much, trying to save everyone from these Skrulls. And now she's going to have this baby in this issue. And anxiously waiting to see what this baby looks like. Maybe we'll find out who the baby's daddy is. And I want to see the progression in this story to see where Jessica Drew goes from here as well with her kid. So this is Spider-Woman, issue number 4. Dennis Hopeless does a nice job on this. Alright, next goes to a new story arc for Star Wars, and this is Star Wars issue number 16. And it says, all new story, Rebel Jail starts now. Love the cover of Princess Leia on there. She looks badass. She's got the stormtroopers there. What's she doing with all the stormtroopers? I don't know. But again, Star Wars by Jason Aaron has been phenomenal, so can't wait to read it. Alright, next is another popular series right now, and people are upset that this is obviously only a mini series, but this is a great Superman story, and this is Superman American Alien, issue number 4. And this one looks a little weird. Last time we got to see Clark turn 21, and he was celebrating, pretending he was Bruce Wayne. And now this time we're going to get to see him a little bit older here. And each time we see this, the book's artwork changes. So here's the way the artwork looks in this issue. So it looks a little bit more serious, not as fun and go-lucky as the previous issues here. So, and obviously he's got glasses, and he looks like he's reporting for the Daily Planet or something going on in here at this point. So really interesting to see what Superman American Alien has in store for its readers this time around. All right. Next, we have Wonder Woman issue number 49. We'll get to see what happens with Wonder Woman, as the last 2 issues were filler issues. And this is called God Sent. And artwork is absolutely gorgeous in the book. It is done by David Finch. And his artwork just absolutely gets better and better each time you read his book. And when this whole DC Rebirth ends, or begins, I'm sorry. I'm curious to see if the Finches stay on the book or we'll get new writers on it. But I just think artistically it's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a pretty book to look at. And Meredith Finch has done a great job of what she can do here. And it seems like DC's kind of stalling with the character. So we'll see where this one goes. This is Wonder Woman issue number 49. All right. So next we got a couple other things, and I was searching for the dollar bins and seeing if I could get any cool comics to add to my collection. Usually they're in crappy shape, and I made a statement that I think X-Men issue number 100 is like the crappiest and raggediest, most ragged comic I own. Well, I find something that might be a little bit more crappier than that one. And I got Giant Size X-Men issue number 2. And this one's in pretty rough shape. It looks like it's attached. on the staples there, but it is torn there, and you get the creases on the cover there, but it's just a cool book to have, regardless, because it's such an old book. It was made in 1975, and so I was happy to pick this one up, regardless of it. It's just a cool issue to have in my collection. So Giant Size X-Men issue number 2. I now have I have one in a reprinted form, and now I have 2 in its original format, but in shit form. So, so whatever, I got them. It doesn't matter. All right, and next we wound up getting Essential Classic X-Men, and usually I don't buy the Essential books, but because they're not in color. But if you can see here, you can see the price. I paid $1.99 for this, and you get all these stories. It has X-Men issue number 54 through 66, Amazing Adventures number 11 through 17, Marvel Team Up number 4, Incredible Hulk number 150 and 161. And so, I was happy to get this. And regardless, even though it is not in color, you still get all the stories here, and the art is still good. It's just not in color, and you can still capture everything out of this. So I was very happy to capture this for $1.99. All right, and so last but not least, I wound up getting Dan Slott's run on She-Hulk. I got this trade for $6.99. Usually it's a $15 trade, so I pretty much got it for half off, and excited to get it. And I've always wanted to read this run. I heard that that it was a good run, and Dan Slott did a nice job with Jennifer Walters. And I'll show you the interior artwork if you guys have never seen it before. This is kind of the way it looks right here, right off the bat. So cool facial expressions, and I like Jennifer Walters when she's animated like that. And yeah, so I'm excited to get this one to add to the little trade collection that I have. So there you have it, guys. There is the haul for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and guys, I just wanted to let you know that I am now officially on SoundCloud. So if you guys want to go on over to there and follow me over there, my countdowns each week will be on SoundCloud, and you'll hear it on the audio version, so you can take it with you wherever you go. So again, go ahead and follow me over there. So now I'm on YouTube, I am on SoundCloud, you can find me on Twitter, and you can also like me on my Facebook page. And so I'm just trying to expand to get the channel out there. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Don't forget to check out Comic Book Corner Old School as well. And fans, I'll see you on that next comic book review. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.